Tommy Camp is the president and CEO of Stronghold, which they have the coin SHX. If you're not familiar with the protocol, here is the website. Do your own research and get yourself caught up to speed about them. SHX is a digital asset that runs on the XLM blockchain. Stronghold SHX coin is actually like the official coin digital asset for IBM. If you're not familiar with IBM and that company's business dealings, they work with a lot of different companies, a lot of different industries, and they have partnerships, with a lot of different companies that's in a lot of different industries. And IBM is going to be, IBM is going to be using SHX within their company to help the companies that they have partnerships with do business. But you can go check the website for yourself and see what both of these companies do. In today's video, I'm going to go over what the realistic price of SHX has to be, not should be, but has to be. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a truth teller. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let's get to it. Drop the beat. So let's take a look at coin market cap. As you can see here, SHX has a max supply of 100 billion coins, a total supply of over 99 billion coins, and a circulating supply of over 5 billion coins, and a market cap of over $28 million. The coin is currently sitting at 0.004959 when I recorded this. That's under a penny, but don't let that price fool you. This project is very huge. One of the areas in the payment industry that Stronghold SHX is going to help is, or maybe take over, is the ACH system. Now, ACH stands for Automated Clearinghouse. What that system does for payments, let us look at it right here. This is the website. Well, not the website, but this is a screenshot of what they do. The Automated Clearinghouse, ACH, is the primary system that agencies use for electronic funds transfer, EFT. With ACH, funds are electronically deposited in financial institutions and payments are made online. If you want to know more, you can look it up yourself on YouTube or you can Google it. Now, when it comes to money, the ACH system moves a lot of payments. Let's read this. The ACH network's volume rose 4.8% last year over 2022 to 31.5 billion payments, said NACHA, the national clearinghouse that manages electronic money movement. The value of those payments increased 4.4% to $80.1 trillion, according to a Wednesday's press release from NACHA. Now, this came out February 15th, 2024. So, as you can see, SHX is going to be helping this payment system move $80 trillion. With knowing this, we know that SHX has to be $10,000 per coin to move $1 trillion. But I am not going to do the math based on the whole thing. I will do the math based on just them moving $8 trillion. That's about 10% of that total. $80 trillion, right? Let's go. Let's take a look at the math, right? So we have to do 10,000 and we have to take 10,000 and times it by 8, because for every $1 trillion being moved, SHX has to be $10,000. So if SHX is going to move $8 trillion, we will times it by 8. Now, when you take 10,000 and you times that by 8, you get 80,000 as your answer. So that will be $80,000 per SHX. I have said before that the financial life cycle is built on 100-year cycles. However, I did pick up on something a government official said, which basically based on viewing they view the financial system in 10-year windows, basically, right? I'm sorry if I confused you, but, the government official basically said, they base they look at a 10-year window, but it's really 100 years, right? But they just, divide it up by 10, which will give you, every 10-year window. So let's take $80,000 per SHX and times that by 10, which 10 represents 10 years, okay? So don't want to confuse anybody? Right, okay. The answer you will get when you take $80,000 and you times that by 10, the answer you get is $800,000 per SHX. That's how much SHX has to be to move $8 trillion a year for 10 years, right? So you're moving $8 trillion every year for 10 years, not $8 trillion for the whole entire 10 years. Each and every year, they're going to be moving $8 trillion, right? So the coin is going to need to be $800,000, which when you think about it and understand the math, it makes total sense. To see how much SHX will be, to see how much SHX will be used every year to move the $8 trillion, you would have to take 8 trillion and divide that by 800,000. And the answer for that is 10 million. So the SHX network will be using 10 million SHX per year to move $8 trillion a year for each SHX being priced at $800,000 per SHX. If you were to take 10 million and times that by 10 again, right? So when you take that 10, you're timesing it by the 10 years, you will get 100 million. So in 10 years, SHX will use 100 million SHX to move $8 trillion a year for 10 years. Now, I hope you understood that. And I hope, because it makes total sense. I'm lost for words because I don't understand why some people can't get it, right? It's so easy to understand that a lot of people cannot get it. If you want to find out more about, SHX, the Stronghold company itself, search it up on Google, search it up on YouTube. Again, I hope you're able to understand the math breakdown. If not, watch the math part of this video again. Watch it a few times. You should be able to catch it. I'm signing off.